Hello, everyone. It's time live on YouTube. It's Scott, your incident with your Yukuri, Justin, and Seth.
Hey everybody.
All right. So
Boy, do we
first,
have an epi- Boy, do we have an episode for you guys tonight.
yeah, boy, do we have an episode for you guys tonight. Um, so, um, as we get going here, it's time to announce who's getting Seth's race car right off the bat.
So we're starting off right on the back, guys. I got a list of a few the people that have applied for the car. I'm gonna read them off. I'm gonna read the names off, and then I'm gonna generate a number. And if that is the number after I read it off, I will let you know who has won my car based on the corresponding name as well as the number that associates to it. They were all jumbled up, and you have an equal shot of winning. Everyone does. So, the first one is 188 Dale fan. You are the number one person. Aslan is the second person. Shrek loves Shrek. His life is number three. Julie Steele is number four. I'm going to say Peter F. is number five. I cannot pronounce your last name. I apologize. And you Fox is the sixth driver of the people that entered into the chat. Into the giveaway. We really appreciate your comments. Giving you a chance to win this one of a lifetime car of mine. And are we getting a drum roll? When I put the generate, I'm going to generate it
Alright.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we ready?
We are ready for the first ever giveaway. And
The very first giveaway in Justin's live that includes my car is Dale number 188 fan. You have won my Ken Trader 2001 diecast.
alright. So I see that no one is in the chat watching. So Dell, uh, please message the Facebook page um, and tell us who where it's going, and I will get it to you as quickly as possible.
Awesome. Congratulations. You got a piece of my car. Not a car that I've had for a very long time since I was a child. So it's an amazing piece of it's a wonderful piece to have, and I'm so glad that you got the opportunity to win it. So enjoy it.
Yes, enjoy it. Um, so, you know, couple housekeeping things, uh, right now is, as you guys can tell, we are trying a new format, and we, first time doing so here tonight. Um, and so give us some feedback. Tell me how you think is, uh, and and I admire everyone's feedback. So, but first and foremost, you know, Seth, I, I, I don't know where I want to go. I know I want to mention. So sorry for the people who have passed away in yesterday morning in the plane crash. But I mean, you look at it and it's sad. It happened right before Christmas. And, you know, when I first heard about it, um, you and I were texting back and forth, trying to figure out if it indeed happened.
It happened.
Yeah, it, it happened.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's just a media thing, and what I'm is it really sad that Greg Biffle died and his family died? Absolutely. It makes us cherish life, and it makes us cherish the things that you never know when your time is going to come. And
Yeah,
uh, I I have empathy, and my prayers go out to Greg and everyone in their family that is mourning right now. But it's a fact of life, and unfortunately, that's the way it is. A lot of people die each day, you know, and Greg is was an amazing race car driver. Yeah, that's what he did. But there's so many people that lose their lives every day that just don't get as much credit. I'm not gonna say Greg doesn't deserve credit. I think anyone that passes away should definitely get that empathy, should get that those prayers and all those that are affected. But one of the things that I don't really like about social media is when they say Greg Biffle has passed away. That is true. Greg Biffle did pass away on an airplane, but so did his family, and so did the pilot. And a 20-year-old related to the pilot lost his life too. So it's just it shows that even the heroes that we grow up with, and as a NASCAR fan, I grew up watching Greg race, and though you feel like they're top of the world and that they're one of the best in everything that they do, we're all human, and we could all um, we all pass away at some point, and I think it's awful, to definitely, but it's kind of a blessing in itself because his daughter wasn't going to be on the plane. His daughter ended up being on the plane, so then she doesn't have to live the rest of her life without her family. I think that's really, really tough to do. So my prayers definitely go out to everyone that's affected, anyone that's mourning, any of the fans, any of the family members. friends, colleagues, whatever, just people related in some way, um, in Greg's life and in Greg's family life. I mean, Ryder, his boy, was really stinking young. I think he was 5 when he died. Like, it's just like his life is just about to start. I think his daughter was 14. So, I mean, people that really should see the beauty of life already taken away. So, um, but my prayers go out to both Greg and their family members and everyone that's mourning, as well as Michael and Nat, and what his family's going through.
Yeah, I echo that. You know, and it's always tough losing someone, but being right before the holidays
Mm-hmm.
makes this one extra tough.
It definitely does, and as a blessing, and I'm gonna say this is a blessing. The whole family passed away,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not where one person is celebrating it without their mom or dad. You know, um, they're all together. They all went together. I'm a faithful person, so I believe they're in a better spot. Um,
Yes.
so I think that it's sad, but it makes us cherish what we've been able to get, where we've been in life, and make us understand that life is fragile and it could take any moment where our time has come. So
But on that note, man, uh, co- um, there's this, you know, we could sit here and talk about that all episode long, but don't want to do that. But I will say that, you know, it it's a very I I want to say once again on behalf of me and Seth, we definitely are fans of this sport. We all hurt because of it, like Seth and I have both said. But let's just help everyone through this by just being there for each other.
right, and I think one of the coolest things, and even though in a really sad moment like this, is that the NASCAR community is unlike any community. It's all of us fans join together and mourn someone who lost their life. It isn't about a bump and run. It isn't about spinning people. These are just fans that just mourn with people and understand what's going on. It's the times when NASCAR becomes the family base that it should be. Everyone that loves the same thing, passionate about the same thing, might not agree with the same drivers, but in the right same context. And it's something to be definitely proud of.
Yes, I I I agree with you, but I I think what I'm gonna do now and and uh is move on by saying um let's just take a moment of silence and then we'll move on behalf of everyone who has been affected. Thank and Seth,
Mm-hmm.
as we move forward with episode, for people that watch this later, we're gonna have more giveaways, more opportunities to bring you like talked about, didn't we?
I couldn't understand you. Sorry, you kind of lagged out, Justin.
I said, I said you guys talked about doing more giveaways on there, so keep your eye out for the next one.
More giveaway? Are we gonna still talk about that?
No,
You're kind of. I can't really hear you halfway through what you're saying.
oh, don't worry guys, you guys will have more opportunities for to more items from us.
I think there's been some issues with technical difficulties here, but I think what we could talk about more is well, of course, I'm going to say it one more time. Congratulations to the one who won my car. It's one of a kind. I hope you enjoy it. I think that there's a lot of things that we could talk about related to motorsports, as well as we're getting ready for, as soon as we get into January, it seems like it flies by where there there's not much time left before we get back on track, because in the beginning of February you got the Rolex 24 and people running that. Um, I think that there's a lot of promise in the racing community right now, because I think that there's a lot of things going on, um,
Mm-hmm.
or getting ready to get moving. But I think it's really insane just how fast that the racing season is the longest season out of any sports season, and that's because it's the best. Many people might question me on that, but I'm biased because I've been around it my entire life. So
Yeah.
I think that you just gotta look at what's coming up, and I hope that NASCAR makes a really good decision when it comes to playoff time. But we are far from that, and I think that it's going to be really interesting to see how drivers stack up and in different environments. Right? I think that you got the multiple different ringers. Right? You got the people that can do short tracks, intermediates, road courses, and super speedways. If anyone could do all those things to perfection, like how do you actually hold on against them? But that's not realistic. You got those road course people that are just so good at road courses, and then you got people that are good at short tracks. And then intermediates tend to be Joe Gibbs Racing and Hendrick Motorsports. It's usually Denny Hamlin versus Kyle Larson. But I think it gives the fans a little bit of a reprieve from the stress of their driver, whoever they caused. I'm a big Gibbs fan, so I didn't have anything to stress about this year because he wasn't really in it. But I think that I think that that's another thing I want to talk about. That it's not so far it's not so important how you start, because Ty had one amazing start. He was doing really well, and then he didn't even make the championship. So I think it's going to be really unique to see just kind of how drivers attack different tracks, because um, I don't think it's really important. Well, of course, the Daytona 500 is important, but I don't think it's as important as being there at the end for uh, the championships or in the rounds. Or you need to have consistency all the way through.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't know what you were wanting to talk about, Justin. But because I couldn't really hear you very much, I just wanted to.
no, that's good. Uh, but no, I echo that. Once we hit the new year, you got the Tulsa Shootout coming up. Um, and that to me, even though it's not NASCAR, starts the racing season because it's like bam, 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 we got racing going on again. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great to see just how people perform and um, just see the differences in teams, right? And you could just tell on how well the team's prepared based on the first couple of weeks of the season.
yeah, but anyhow, but thank you guys for again signing up for the giveaway and bear with us as we make decisions on how to move forward with the show. We I wanted to test this format out and it's all a learning process, right, Seth? And we'll get better.
Yep, and I think we'll have better, not so much technical difficulties moving in the forward in the future. I don't think we're just
Yep,
trying so many things that causes technical difficulties.
yep. So, um, we will talk to you guys later and have a good night.
Yeah,
And Seth and I gonna see you before Christmas. Have a happy Christmas. Cause it is Christmas week.
it's hard to believe, but it is.
So, alright guys. See you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.